Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sunny, aka the Oracle of Alexandria, and today I have another Oracle deck review for you. We will be taking a look at the Priestess of Light Oracle, a 53 card deck of divination, it says, and of course it comes with a guidebook. This deck is done by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber, and it is published by Hay House. So, the Priestess of Light Oracle. This 53 card Oracle deck is a collaboration between two incredible healers and teachers. Kimberly Weber channels divine energy to create the intricate oil paintings of animals, divine feminine archetypes, and sacred geometry depicted in these cards. Within the guidebook, acclaimed Oracle creator Sandra Ann Taylor shows you how to use these cards for predictive purposes, as well as tools for significant inner change and outer manifestations in your life and in the world at large. Okay, and then you have a nice little preview of what the deck looks like. The price may be outdated now because I have had this for a few years now, I think. Okay. On the inside of the box, we have a nice little positive message here. Become your own priestess of light. Celebrate your eternal power in the sacred ceremony that is your life. The box does have nice little thumb grip cutouts on the lid to make it easier to open and separate. Okay. The cards came with a nice paper wrapper kind of holding them together, and it is loose enough, for me at least, that it slides on and off really well. The guidebook is smaller than the cards, I believe, or no, I guess it's about the same size, and it is in black and white. Let's see. So there's really not a whole lot of information here about how to work with the deck. It does just kind of jump right into the card meanings, and as far as I recall, perhaps, besides the usual 1-card spread, 3-card spread, I don't believe that there are any spreads in the book. It does have a nice bit of information about preparing for a reading and how to do a reading, which is always good. It comes with an invocation here for the deck, which is always great. Yeah, 1-card pull. It really does, it's a nice primer to using cards if you've never used Oracle or Tarot before. And then the 3-card spread. Okay. Oh, actually there is a 7-card cross. This looks like maybe a variation on the Celtic cross, or maybe it is the Celtic cross. I'm not particularly familiar with that spread, but that's what it reminds me of, just seeing it here. So, and then we also have a 9-card spread. Okay, so I guess I remembered completely wrong, but the energy circle, the road, wow. Some of these spreads actually look pretty cool. I might actually try them someday. Yeah, I like this. Okay. So it actually spends a nice little chunk of time going over how to use the cards and various spreads and stuff, which I do like. The meanings of the cards here, this is where it gets a little not so thrilling. You get this big wall of text for each card, and it's a bit of a word salad. And you have a nice little affirmation at the end there, which is cool and all, but other than you do get this usually, but you can see here, not always, it has a paragraph that kind of sums up the card meaning. So here for the first card, you do get this last little paragraph that summarizes, it gives you an idea of the card meaning, but you've got all of this text beforehand, and I guess you do sort of get a few keywords here: infinite mind, awakening consciousness. And those are for number 1, portal. Okay, so just to give you a sense of what the book is like. This card heralds the coming of a very powerful time for you. It signifies no less than the awakening of your infinite and eternal awareness. A golden radiance encircles the crown chakra and third eye of this sacred priestess, representing the profound connections that reach from your own mind to the unlimited power of the divine source. This is the portal to your ultimate experience of inspiration. You are connected to the unending flow of beneficial information from the Akashic records, resonating all around you, touching on everything from creative or artistic endeavors to work projects and even financial investments. This doorway to eternal guidance is open to you now. The record's energy, represented by the sacred geometry of the circle and triangle, vibrates through the ever-expanding flow of energy in your life. Okay, do you see what I mean? It's word salad. I mean, it's nice, but it's really not necessary. I don't enjoy all of this. For me personally, I like it when the deck keeps things more simple and direct. I don't really like all of this scene building, I guess. I'm not really sure. Sometimes I can enjoy it, depending on how it's presented, but this is a no for me. I don't really like this presentation for the card meanings. All right, anyway. The circle is the very real vortex of your eternal consciousness, which is being sent outward in every direction by the arrows, triangles of your intention and life force. But just as the rays of your own light move out into infinite awareness, so too do the rays of divine consciousness return to commune with you. This magical connection can change your life in spectacular ways. It heightens your intuition, helping you harness, I think there's supposed to be a 2 there, the wisdom of the universe. Or no, I guess, helping you harness the wisdom of the universe works too, throughout all of your experiences, great and small. When this card shows up in your spread, you'll find yourself making spontaneous, honoring decisions, trusting your choices, and clearly seeing the future potentials coming into your life. The portal marks a time of expanding consciousness, open to the guidance of your own eternal mind, and look to the future with confidence. Okay, so that should give you plenty of idea of what I mean about the guidebook. And really, that's all there is to say about the guidebook. Now, getting to why everyone is here. So again, nice little paper card holder, slides right off. And there we go. Okay, so the cardstock. It has a very weird quality to it. It almost feels like a piece of plastic. And it's very firm, but also pretty flexible. So it has some nice flex to it. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you how these would shuffle because I don't shuffle cards the traditional way. They do kind of stick together. I'm not really having too much trouble sliding them, but they do stick a little together because they have this very odd texture. It's not satin, it's not rose petal. It feels even a little bit abrasive, almost like an emery board or something, but a very fine grain one that doesn't hurt if you rub yourself on it. I like the cardstock. It just feels weird. I'm not sure if it's paper. It doesn't feel like there's any paper in there at all. It almost feels like a piece of plastic or laminate or something that was somehow printed on. Despite the lack of gloss, it feels like a little square of plastic or something. It is so hard to describe. It feels nice in your hand. I do like the way that it feels, but it's just really unusual and unique in terms of of all of the decks that I've had so far. Okay, so, let's see. Looks like when I put the cards back in order, I put them in the wrong order. So that's fun. All right, here we go. Okay, everything else is in the correct order, it seems. So that's something. Leave it to me to screw it up, right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera a little bit here. There we go. Okay. All right, so card number 1, Portal, has the keywords on the card: infinite mind, awakening, and consciousness. Now, most of the cards sort of have this very monochrome look to them, and despite being a bit bland, it still manages to be really beautiful. And I really love, I don't know what this finish is, but it doesn't have a lot of shine on it, which is really nice, but it also doesn't seem to wash out the colors as much. So yeah, you can see all the colors pretty clearly there. So, all right, card number 2, Courage, strength, fierceness, and family. Absolutely gorgeous artwork. Card number 3, Calming the Waters, peaceful self-regulation. One thing I do like about the guidebook is that it does have a tendency to tell you what they intended with some of the symbolism here. And let me see if it does that for this card. But oftentimes it will tell you, you know, if there's an animal in the card, what does the animal mean? Or if the figure on the card is wearing a specific piece of clothing. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So here, the elk antlers she wears on her golden crown act as antennae. They receive guidance and power from universal light, which she then channels into the earth and the waters below. Okay, so I do like that the guidebook does a bit of that, and it's not too heavy-handed with just describing the art. Rather, it explains it nicely, despite all of the word salad that's usually present. So, okay. Next is card number 4, Summoning Power, instinct, intellect, and control. And if I recall correctly, the guidebook does tell you what this antler that she's holding in her hand means. It will talk about the wolves and things of that sort. So it's just really beautiful. Card 5, Clarity, planning and releasing illusion. I love the eagle there. You don't see too many eagles in tarot or oracle. Usually it's hawks and falcons, but not too many eagles. Okay. Number 6, Angelic Assistance, divine guidance and loving support. This card gives me such Mother Mary vibes, but it's so weird seeing her with angel wings. So, one thing I will say about this oracle is that there is a bit more symbolism than a lot of oracles have. Not as much. I mean, here you can see you've just got Mary herself, or I'm sorry, the angel of assistance herself, who looks like Mary. You know, here though, you've got the falcon, you've got, you know, the fancy Egyptian headdress, which has a lot of symbolism encoded in it. You've got beams of light coming from her hands. You've got what looks like an eclipse behind her, mountains there. You've got the winged sun disk. There's a lot to draw from in this card in terms of symbolism and meaning and intuition. But not every card is like that. It does tend to be somewhere between symbolism rich and symbolism sparse. And this is card number 7, Divine Feminine, Magnetic Receptive Power. And then Divine Masculine, Electric Active Power. Okay, card number 9, Tenderness, True Love and Compassion. That is so beautiful. I love giraffes. They really are. Card number 10, Sacred Breath and Sound. And the keyword is life force and communication. Card number 11, Opening Heart, Deep Connections, Water Blessings. Card number 12, Touching Earth, Planting Something New. So here is one that is very symbolism sparse. There's not a whole lot to go on here. Thankfully, the title of the card and the keyword are sufficient enough to get an idea of what it means without being completely reliant on the guidebook. Card number 13, Precognition. Keywords are psychic ability and future vision. Card number 14, Friendship, Support, Fun, Unity, and Play. It's a really beautiful card. This is one where it's really nice and brightly colored, and it's, instead of this more sort of subdued monotone look, that one, the card previous, had a lot of nice bright colors. So, okay. All right, so this is card number 15, Deep Emotions. Keywords are unknown feelings, past life influences. Number 16, Twin Flames, Soul Partner, Eternal Connection. Just absolutely stunning artwork. So beautiful. Okay. Card 17, Sacred Action. Decisive focus are the keywords. Card number 18, Bright Heart Light. Keyword open connections. Card number 19, Death and Rebirth. Darkness to light. Now this is very interesting. You've got the opening in the tree there. This almost gives me a very Scandinavian paganism sort of feel, sort of Yggdrasil. Okay, I love the panthers there. This almost has a very Freya vibe to it. Very beautiful. Okay, card number 20, Innovation, New Creations. Here she's got, looks like maybe owls. Yeah, those look like owls, but it's hard to say for sure. It's really beautiful though. Number 21, Guide, Illuminated Path. I love the use of texture in the cards too. Like it overall, it is a very, very well done deck. Okay. Number 22, Telepathy, Transmission, Perception, and Communication. '23, Shamanic Journey, Purpose, Attunement, and Vision Quest. That is so beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. The artist did such a fantastic job. 24, Adjustment, Looking Back and Moving Forward. And this one is an owl. This one has a very Athena feel to it. Okay, go with the flow. Number 25, Letting Go, Cleansing, Receiving. Number 26, Earth Magic, Fearlessness, Removing Obstacles. '27, Healing the Heart, The Power of Self-Love. I love all of the ornate symbolism in the background and the sort of etched stone look of everything, and here a sort of snakeskin look, and it's just, there's so much going on. It's very richly illustrated overall, and I do like it. Okay, 28, abundance, fortune, wealth, and plenty. Oh, I love the elephants down here. Very beautiful. 29, wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. This appears to be goddess Saraswati. She is often depicted riding a swan, and she carries, I'm not sure what that instrument is, but it is one of her main symbols, and she is the goddess of wisdom. Number 30, setting boundaries, threshold, protection, and honor. I really like the variety of meanings here. A lot of Oracle decks tend to follow, 44 cards, the same handful of 44 different meanings or iterations of them. This one does a lot of unique things, and I really like it. All right, number 31, hostilities, conflict and unrest. I love this one because the figure here, the goddess, looks very protective. And then she's got the panther, jaguar, I'm not sure. She's got her feline companion here with her, supporting her, equally ready to defend her, and I just love it. 32, power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. I do wish they had more masculine figures on the cards. But this is, of course, the Priestess of Light deck, so the fact that they had one for the Divine Masculine was interesting and, better than nothing. But number 33, building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. And again, this one gives me a very Yggdrasil feeling to it. Very cool. Number 34, loss, lack are the name of the card, and then the keywords are fear and victimization. An amazing owl there. You can just barely see it because it blends in so well. But as you get closer, you can see those gorgeous eyes. And I just love the way that it's done. It's almost like spirit animals supporting the figure in the card here. Number 35, clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. So this one is obviously inspired by the Pythia, the Oracle of Delphi. And it's just gorgeous. I love that. 36, duality, many meanings and misunderstanding. I really like the colors in this one, the presence of the skull, the book, the ivy. This is one of those cards that is very symbolically rich. And then this is one that isn't as much. So number 37, Divine Mother, nurturing, compassion, and grace. Absolutely gorgeous card though. 38, sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. I don't know if that really captures sensuality for me in terms of the artwork, but it's gorgeous and I love it regardless. 39, miracles. The keywords are ancient wisdom. Hard to tell what exactly she's holding there. Maybe it's an illuminated chakra from her, looks like sort of like a mudra that she's doing there. Hard to say, but it's beautiful regardless. And then I love the sort of Horus falcon there. Number 40, balance, stability and standing firm. This one is so gorgeous, and I really love how it has a quality to it that imitates ancient Egyptian art, but it's obviously not. But it looks like it. I love that they did that so stylistically and so beautifully. It really works. Okay, 41, Circle of Eternal Joy. Timelessness and Dance of Life. So this card here, when I first saw it, it looked like a Sufi doing, I believe it's called dhikr, which is a spiraling dance that Sufis do. And I had a Sufi friend, so I showed this one to her, and like she was so happy to see inclusion of this type in the deck, in a mainstream deck. Like it really meant a lot to her. Okay, number 42, Wings of Light, becoming something new. And there are some wings in there, though it looks more like the Flash and just moving really quick. All right, 43, Sacred Purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. Now the artwork on this one is very interesting. Like that headdress is captivating. Or maybe it's not a headdress. It looks like the falcon is sitting on her shoulder, sort of, if I can get, there you go. But like, yeah, it's interesting. It's beautiful. All right, 44, Harvest, gathering of blessings. These cards, they have such an odd feeling to them. They're not overly thick, but they still sort of feel thick, and they're firm. It felt like I had two in my hand there. Okay, 44. Yeah, Harvest, gathering of blessings. I love this. That is so beautiful. 45, brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. The snow leopards there are so beautiful. 46, healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. '47, river of blessings, releasing constraints. Another absolutely gorgeous card. 48, idyllic times, the garden, paradise. This one is pretty much every card in the deck is stunning. Here, I think we have White Buffalo Woman on the card 49, achievement, effort plus intention. Just fills you with a sense of awe and majesty. It really is such a nicely done deck. Number 50, sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation and prayer. '51, grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. '52, hidden knowledge, Akashic records and silent understanding. And last but not least, 53, soul radiance. The keyword is Phoenix Rising. Okay, so that is the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. I'll be honest with you, as much as I love this deck, I don't use it very often, so I can't really tell you a whole lot about how it does in readings. But again, I do really like the diversity of card messages and meanings here. I think there's a lot of unique cards in here, a lot of unique messaging that makes it stand out, along with the absolutely gorgeous artwork and everything. Again, I'm not really a big fan of the guidebook, but I mean, I've seen worse, and that one, it's fine, really. It's just me being nitpicky. So, all of that said, thank you so much for joining me for this video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like and comment down below. Let me know what you think of this deck. Have you worked with it? Do you like working with it? How do you like the art? How do you like the guidebook? I would love to see some discussion around this deck. Also, please consider subscribing if you would like to join me for another video in the future. On Tuesdays, I do a tarot deck a tarot deck review. On Fridays, I do an oracle deck review. On Wednesdays, I do a spiritual or general guidance tarot reading. On Thursdays, I do a romance or relationship guidance reading. And then on Saturdays, I have a week ahead spread. So, if any of that interests you, please consider joining me. And until then, take care, and hopefully I will see you again soon.